Okay, welcome back to the pool series. We got another exciting matchup coming here for this non-ball tournament. $1,000 added. We're here at Smokin Cue in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're sponsored today by Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Got a very solid matchup today here in the final 12. We're on the loser side. Loser finishes 9th through 12th. We got Adam Pendley versus Mike Davis. It's going to be a race to 5 non-ball alternating break. Rack your own. We'll kind of see what happens. It should be a pretty good match. We've seen both these guys on the stream already today. We actually saw both of them lose, so we will get to see one of them lose both. We'll get to see both losses for one of these players here. But very solid match. Two of the better players in this tournament here. Like I said, we're down to the final 12. This is the one-loss side. Looks like they're going to warm up for a second. Mike's going to take a couple of practice shots. We started with 51 players, so down to 12. Down to the last little bit here. Down to the real big superstars. The last match we had on the stream, I do believe, was Adam Pendley, as he lost to Justin Martin, who's also one of the best players in this tournament. Justin's now in the final four of the winner's side. So we got a pretty good matches here today. We've had good matches here on the stream. A lot of close matches. A lot of really good players, which is what we want to see. Looks like they're flipping a coin now. A little fist bump there, wishing each other good luck. All right, looks like Adam won the toss, so he gets to break first. It is alternating break. The 9 does not count on the break. You must call the 9 as well. 3 foul rule is in effect. You're allowed to jump. You're allowed to push out. So pretty much rules that are very typical for this area. And we do appreciate you watching. We do appreciate you listening. Make sure to check out the YouTube page also, the pool series. Make sure to subscribe, follow us for a lot of other highlight videos and just cool stuff that we're going to be doing here. And we'll be doing a lot more events also. All right, so Adam's going to break from the right side to start with. Looks like he might come up dry. Yeah, that's going to be a draw break right there. Not really the best spread. Maybe he didn't really rack him the best. I'm not sure. So Mike will get to the table here with the first shot. We'll kind of see what happens here. I'm expecting this to be a pretty good match. These are two very solid players. Mike's been grinding through the loser side here for a little bit as he lost to Hunter White earlier in the tournament. And Adam was on the winner's side until the last round, so two different mindsets coming in. Race to 5 is a little different than a race to 7. Winner's side's race to 7. This loser side here is a race to 5. Nice. So Mike's looking at this one ball here for a little bit. I do believe, I mean, he can definitely make it. I think he's just worried about where the cue ball is going to go and if he can avoid the 8 ball down there because he doesn't want to come down and hit the 8, maybe possibly scratch or tie it up or something. He's definitely taking his time. No shot clock here here in this tournament. That's for sure. All right, here we go. First shot of the match. No, he did just elect to play safe. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought he would go for the shot. Didn't get the safe. Definitely left Adam a shot. I really thought he would go for that. Let's see what Adam tries to do. Adam's probably going to play safe. Yeah, Adam attempted to play safe. Kind of got an unfortunate roll there. Double kissed the one ball. Might have lined up the 1-9 combo. Let's see if Mike decides to go for it. Although if Mike didn't go for that last shot, I'm not sure if he's going to go for this shot either. Definitely going to be a lot of thinking in this match. You're kind of, in the nitty gritty now. You're at the end of the tournament here. Each shot's going to matter. This isn't, you can't really make no more mistakes now, especially these two guys too. I mean, yeah, he is going to call the non-ball, going to try this 1-9. Don't blame him. I think we would all try it here. It's definitely a makeable shot. It's not the easiest of combos at all, but it's definitely a shot I feel like you're supposed to go for. All right, so let's see here if he can get it with a big wind up. I know he elected just to play safe, and he got the safe. That's a great shot by Mike right there. Locked him up behind the 7. Cue ball basically hanging in the pocket. That's a great shot. Great safety. Here I was thinking he was actually going to go for the 9. Little do I know. This is why Mike has beaten me many a times. Too many times for me to even count at this point. All right, let's see if Adam can hit this. This is a very, I mean, this is tough from here. I'm really not sure if he can, honestly. Well, nah, he probably can. Well, he's going to jack up, trying to put some spin on the ball. Wow, that's a great shot right there. That's a great kick shot. Very well done by Adam. And kind of locked up the 2 ball as well. Kind of locked up the 2 and the 5. So Mike doesn't really have a run out from here. So that really was the perfect kick shot there. Very impressive. All right, let's see. So far, Mike has yet to go for a shot. Been at the table twice. Both times played safe when I thought he would go for the ball. So I'm not really sure what he's going to decide to do. He does go for that one. I think he was kind of hoping that maybe he would knock the 2 ball out. Didn't really get fortunate enough. Did make the 1 ball, though. Very good shot. The 2 might slide past. I don't think it does, though. We'll kind of see what happens. I assume he's going to play safe again. Looks like he's going to take this match very cautiously and play a lot of safes. I mean, he's been grinding through, so he definitely knows what he's doing. All right, yeah, he does just play safe there. Puts the cue ball behind the 5. Adam could be able to jump this one. It looks like he is going to walk over and grab a jump cue from somewhere or from somebody. Maybe from his brother, who we also saw on the stream earlier. Saw him play, who did we see him play? We saw him play Josh Newman. Like I said, we've had some big names here on the live stream today. A lot of big names in the house. Always nice to see. All right, here we go. Let's see if he can jump it. You don't have to call every ball, just got to call the 9, so doesn't have to call a pocket here. All right, very solid shot. He was jumping to play safe, and he definitely got it. Put the cue ball behind the 5. We've seen Adam with a great kick shot already. Now we've seen him with a great jump shot. Adam's definitely coming to play this round. He's definitely locked in now. You can tell. I'd like to see what he does when he finally gets a shot and, a chance to see if he can run a rack here. He looks focused. I mean, he's pretty much up back-to-back matches here, coming off of a loss. It's hard sometimes to come off a loss and play right away again. All right, let's see Mike's turn to kick out a ball here. See if he can get it. He's definitely taking his time, definitely looking at it. We could be in for a very slow, methodical match here, ladies and gentlemen. Race to 5. Would not surprise me at all if it goes hill. All right, let's see if he can get this kick shot here. And, of course, he hits it. And not going to leave Adam a shot. Another very well done kick shot. Both these guys are definitely locked in right now. This is fun to watch. This is entertaining right here. Looks like he's going to call the 9 ball. Let's see if he actually goes for it or if he just plays safe. Oh, no, he tries to cut the 2 ball in. Kind of hung it in the pocket. And then kind of hung the 5 ball in the pocket as well. Kind of an unfortunate roll. That the 5 hung up maybe, but I'm kind of surprised he went for the 2. I don't really blame him for calling the 9 ball. I mean, if you go for the 2, it's definitely going to hit the 9. I guess he got tired of playing safe there. I kind of expected him to play safe. So Mike with the 2 ball hanging in the pocket, we finally get to see a ball made, I guess. I mean, we did see the 1 ball, but that was a few innings ago. Mike does knock the 9 and the 6 out. I'm thinking the 3 does go past the 7, but I'm not 100% sure. It's very close. You can see him looking at it, see him eyeballing it. course, the way he's playing safe in this match so far, or in this rack so far, maybe he does just play safe here, even if it does go. But I think it does squeak by there. All right, let's see. Let's see if it squeaks by or not. It did go by. Great shot. Brings the cue ball around. 3 rails. Very solid. Now I do believe he's got the combo here, the 4-5 combo with the 5 hanging in the pocket. Should just be able to kind of slow roll this one in and kind of hang the 4 ball up and play it next. Exactly. It'll be a little interesting to see what he plays on the 6 ball here. I'm not sure if the 6 goes past the 7 or not. I guess he's looking to see if the 4 ball's frozen to that rail or not. Let's see how he plays shape here on the 6 ball. All right, so he's going to come below, play the 6 on the side. That's a very great shot right there. Very solid shot by Mike. Looks like perfect speed also. He couldn't have really done much better than that. Very solid shot. Going to chalk up his cue. Make sure he's lined up right. Yeah, just kind of slow roll this one in. Perfect shot. 8 ball is kind of center table almost. Probably going to play the 8 in the side over there where he's at. Let's see how he kind of plays shape here. This is always kind of a one that you see a lot of people play a little differently. Some people like to go 3 rails here. Some people kind of like just come across. See, he's going to play it 3 rails where he hits that bottom rail. That's how I think you're supposed to play it. Some people kind of play it a little bit differently. But I'm always interested to see how people do play that. It always, strikes my interest a little bit when that shot comes up. Not that it's a hard shot at all. It's just, how do people play? Taps the 8 ball in, pretty much straight in on the 9. Remember, you do have to call the 9 ball. He does call it. I think most of the players in this tournament are gentlemen, so if it's straight in like that and they don't call it, we'll probably give it to them. And there we go. Mike takes the first game, and it'll be his break, actually. Alternating break, but he does get the next break. Adam did break first, so Mike with the 1-0 lead. And a race to 5, if you can go ahead and steal a rack very early like this, that's pretty huge. That's a huge advantage. I mean, this isn't like the race to 7, where you can kind of afford an early mistake. Now you're kind of at the point where you don't really want to make any mistakes at all. I mean, race to 5, really anybody can win almost, which I think is really what's making this tournament very interesting. We've seen a couple of upsets, which is from a viewer watch, I think is maybe what y'all want. I think we all like to see upsets, which is what makes March Madness so fun in college basketball, which is coming up soon. All right, so here we go. Mike's first break. He's going to break from the right side as well. Remember, Mike started off very hot in his match against Hunter, then kind of cooled off, and Hunter won the last few games to win that match. All right, so Mike, is Mike going to pull off a draw break as well? No, that 4 ball fell on the side. I don't think Mike has a shot on the 1 ball, though. I think the 2 just got in the way there. Man, if that 2 ball doesn't get in the way, that might have been a break and run. Those balls are spread pretty well. He did get that ball to go in the side. All right, so let's see what Mike can do here. He's going to play safe. I just don't know how. Don't know how exactly you play safe from here. He's definitely going to play safe. I don't see him pushing here. I don't think you push from here. I mean, I think he can see the ball. It's just how much of it can he see? Maybe you kick at it here and try to get the cue ball behind the 2 and the 1 ball on the other side. A couple of different options here, really. I mean, this is kind of, and with the ball spread out so well, this is a big shot here. if you don't play this right, you're going to leave Adam a shot. Adam's definitely probably most likely to get out from here. All right, let's see what he's doing. He's really thinking about it here. Let's kind of see what happens. He's going to kick at it. And that's exactly what he did. Try to just put the cue ball behind the 2. It's a great shot there by Mike. I mean, perfect speed. And now Adam's going to have to kick at it as well. See if he kicks it hard or he kicks it soft or what exactly. He's going to kick it more medium speed. I think he was kind of wanting the 1 ball to go past the 6. Did maybe tie the 6 and the 8 up, make it a little tough. Mike might have a shot here. Let's see what Mike does here. No, Mike's just going to play safe. That's a great shot. And possibly line up the 1-9 combo if he chooses to, if he gets ball in hand. That's a pretty solid shot. You can't really ask for much more than that right there. Very impressive, sir. Adam needs to hit this ball. You have to hit this ball. If you don't, you could be in trouble here. All right, let's see if he can hit it. He's kind of in our view here. He does not hit it, but he does hit the non-ball. So that's, all in all, he's got to be somewhat happy with that. At least that takes away the 1-9 combo. It does give up ball in hand, though. And the balls are kind of spread out pretty good. The 6 and the 8 can be a little funny maybe, but overall, Mike has a pretty clear table here. But if you're Adam, you're thinking to yourself, well, at least he doesn't have that 1-9 combo. All right, definitely was not the shot that Mike was wanting there. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he miscued or looked like he kind of just jumped up, kind of. I don't know. That was weird. He did not look right on that shot. Got away with it, though. Still got the cue ball there between the 9 and the 5. Yeah, he's walking over. He's going to get something done with his tip. I do feel like he miscued there. That just didn't look right at all. That was a very weird shot. Yeah, he's going to tap up his cue here and try to fix it a little bit. Can't say I blame him after that last one there. Let's see what happens here. See if that helps him out a little bit. If anything, it'll help him feel a little more comfortable. That way. That way just mentally be prepared. Sometimes that's the biggest thing, is just being mentally correct. Because sometimes when you miscue, it can just mess you up mentally more so, than the cue actually having a problem. Should be able to stun this ball back out to the center table, though. Exactly. Great shot. Looks like he's back in rhythm now. Looks like he's exactly where he wants to be. I think this is exactly where he wants to be right here for this 3 ball to get on the 5. Probably bring it out, hit the rail about right where his arm is. Right where his arm crosses the rail is probably where he wants his cue ball to hit. Yep. Perfect speed. No, maybe he doesn't like it. I don't know. He might have hit it just a tad bit hard. Might have a little tiny angle that he doesn't want. Yeah, see now he's going to have to come maybe below the 9 ball to shoot the 6. Doesn't want to get stuck behind the 9 here. This is why he's one of the best, though. He takes his time to look, walk around the table, figure out exactly where he wants to be, exactly what he wants to do. So let's see what he decides to do. I think he has to come below the 9. That's exactly what he did. Great shot. Didn't even get close to the bottom rail either. That's what I would have been worried about, is getting close to the bottom rail. Now he should have natural position here by making the 6 on the side and coming down the table here and bouncing back up to the center of the table for the 7. At least that's how I would play it. That's exactly what he does. Great shot. Leave a little bit of an angle to kind of bring the cue ball, to almost really, center table again for the 8. Don't really need to do too much craziness right here. This is probably a shot that he's practiced a million times. This shot comes up so much. I do recommend everybody practicing this shot right here to make that shot and play shape on the other ball on the other side of the table. Just a shot that comes up at least once or twice a rack, really, and he got it perfect. He got really close to that 8 ball. Very good angle, not straight in. That was a very good shot there by Mike. While he's waiting on Jeff Abernathy to shoot on the table next to him, he takes a sip of his drink. Get mentally prepared. I like how these better players, these top-notch players, I like how they kind of step away from the table while they're waiting for somebody else to shoot. Like, they don't just stand in that one spot. They usually all like walk away from the table or walk to the other side of the table. So Mike kind of slow rolls that one in. I was wondering if he would hit it hard or not, but he slow rolled it in, got straight in on the 9. And I would have guessing he's probably going to make this here. He did make it. 2-0 now, Mike Davis in a race to 5. Alternating break, though, so Adam does get to break again. But huge lead. 2-0 in a race to 5 is a huge lead. While Adam racks them, we'll go ahead and mention our sponsors once more. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward, Crawl Professionals. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that you do. Also, you can see that we're at Smokin Cue. See the logos up there in the right-hand corner of the sponsors. And you can see our own personal logo, the Pool Series. And you can see the sponsor logos. And so Adam's going to break from the right side again. Draw broke the first rack. We'll see what he does this time. Looked like he just didn't rack him good that first time. This time, still wasn't the best spread. Going to make a ball, though. And it looks like he's going to have a... I think the one ball fell, too. So he actually made 2 balls there. And very tough shot on the 6 ball. On the 2 ball. I'm so sorry. The 2 ball. Why would he be on the 6 ball? Come on, Justin. The 2 does go past, though. The 2 does go past. Just a very tough shot. Might be better off playing safe at this point in the match. Being down 2-0 in a race to 5. Yeah, I think he was playing safe. That's a really good shot. Definitely a safety. That's a great shot right there. Pretty solid. You got the cue ball there behind the 3 and the 5. Mike might be able to kick this off that top rail up there. If you want to call that the top side of the table. I am, just because it's the furthest away from where I'm sitting. Which you can see where I'm sitting. I'm sitting right here behind the camera. Well, let's see if Mike can kick this and get safe. I would think that he's going to try to kick it and leave the cue ball behind the 4. Oh, no, he kicks it and tries to bring the cue ball back behind the 3 and the 5. Gonna leave it a little funny, though. I still don't think Adam has a shot. So far, Adam really has not had a shot at all this whole match in either game. I know he kind of swung at one that first rack, but let's see what kind of safety he can pull up here now. Gonna basically try the same thing again. Get that cue ball behind the 3 and the 5. I'm not sure if he got there this time. It's pretty close. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I don't think he got there. I think Mike can see this ball. It's a tough shot, though. Very tough shot. Try to draw it back to... you saw where he wants to get to play the 3. Mike does not make the ball. That was a very tough shot. Did get the cue ball back where he wanted. And now leaves Adam a tough shot. It's one of the good things about that shot that Mike did. Knowing, with the correct speed, if you do miss, you probably don't leave your opponent a good shot at all. All right, so let's see here what Adam can do. Adam, I do not believe has made a ball yet this match, other than the two on the break. Gotta be frustrating. It's not like he's missed a ball either, though. Just hasn't had anything. All right, he got lucky there, made the 7 in the side. Tied up the 5 in the 8th, though. So did he really get lucky? I don't know. He's still at the table, though, so I consider that a win if I'm him. I think anytime you're still at the table, it's a win. That's the way I think. No matter what happens, if you're at the table, you're in a good spot. He might try to draw this back and break the 8 and the 5. He tried to. I definitely think he tried to. Still a pretty solid shot, though. Actually, I don't think that's the 8 ball. I'm so sorry. He knocks him out again. He has the 4 and the 5. He knocked him out pretty good there. Should be able to play safe here. That's exactly what he did. Locked the cue ball up behind the 5. Great shot. Great shot, Adam. Great defense. That whole sequence was good. Playing the 3 ball perfect speed to kind of separate the 4 and the 5 a little bit. That was very impressive right there. I liked that a lot. All right, so Mike's going to be kicking again. We've seen a lot of kick shots so far in this match for this to only be the 3rd rack. All right, Mike's going to kick at this 2 rails. Oh, wait. No. I thought he had it the second time through. Somehow it went right between the 4 and the 8. That was pretty crazy right there. That was, wow. I don't see how that cue ball fit through there, to be honest with you. All right, so Adam with ball in hand. Definitely needs to get out from here. All right, so he's going to play forward position on the 4 ball there. Leave a little more angle on a 5. He prefers this shot. He does make the 5, brings the cue ball back, perfect position. Cue ball got on the rail a little bit, or close to the rail, but shouldn't bother him really. I know he wanted a little more space there though, but that's okay. Kind of slow rolls that one in. Kept the cue ball off the rail that time. Now to shoot at the non-ball here to get on the scoreboard. And there we go. Adam's on the board. This is not going to be a shutout. Not that I ever thought it was going to be. But that makes it 2-1. Race to 5. Mike's turn to break. Alternating break. Let's see what Mike can do. This is another one of those matches where I'd be very surprised if we don't see a break and run. Pretty much everybody we're following this stream today is very capable of break and run in a few matches, but we really haven't seen that many. It's been kind of surprising. I don't know if the table's playing tough or maybe it's just not racking good or what, but nobody's really been able to break and run like a couple. Let's see maybe if Mike can change that. He's inspecting his rack there. All right, let's see what happens. See if he breaks from the right side again. He had a pretty decent break. His break just got a little unfortunate that the 1 ball got covered up at the last second. So he's going to break from the right side again. Let's see what he does. See if he has another great break here. Yeah, he makes 2 balls. This time he's going to have a shot on the 1 that's basically hanging in the pocket. Balls are spread very well. overall, that's a great break. That's a break you want. And he's got to be watering at the mouth a little bit here, thinking, okay, this could be a break and run. Obviously, a great player that he is, he's not even thinking about that, which is probably why he's taking his time right here, chalking his cue, talking himself out of thinking about a break and run he might have here. All right, so he draws. I think that's going to be a little further than he was wanting. I don't think he was wanting to play this ball in the side pocket. I don't think that's what he was wanting. Definitely wasn't wanting the cue ball on the rail. Making this difficult on himself here. I figured he wanted that ball in that right corner up there. Well, it hits that ball perfect, though. It's a great shot. From where he was at, that's a great shot. Perfect speed. I think he might be back in line a little bit here. Made it a little difficult on himself, but hey, sometimes the easy route isn't fun. Sometimes you got to make it a little difficult, a little interesting, make yourself focus a little bit. All right, he's taking his time. There we go. Great shot. Pretty much a perfect, little tiny bit of an angle on the 5. But that's, I think, exactly what you want. That way you can kind of maybe stop it if you want, maybe kind of stun it a little bit. I kind of roll forward with it. I like to roll forward with this ball. It's probably what I choose to do. But we'll see what a great player like Mike Davis decides to do. Yeah, so he does roll forward as well. Needs it to stop, though. I don't think it's going to stop. Now it's tough. Now it's really tough. Still can cut that ball in, maybe. Maybe can even bank it. Not what he was wanting, though. I don't know if he was wanting the ball to stop a little sooner. Maybe be a little bit more to the right, to be a little more straight in. Whatever it was, definitely did not want to be right there. I tell you that. I think he still tries to cut this ball in, though. And Mike's very good at these tough cuts on where the ball is close to the rail. He's very good at these shots. Perfect. He hit that ball perfect. I told you he was good at those shots. Now, basically, I don't know. Is he going to the bathroom? I think he's going to the bathroom. Looks like he's going to take a break. Going to go to the bathroom here while he's on the 7 ball. I'm kind of surprised he's taking a break while he's, in the middle of a run with a shot. Like, it's not like he has a difficult shot. It's not like he hooked himself. It's not like he just lucked a ball in. It's not like he just made some kind of incredible shot. He made a good shot, but not an incredible shot. Very weird time to take a timeout. Like, I don't quite understand that. It's almost like in the NFL, if you take a timeout before you kick a field goal, it's like you're almost icing yourself here. I'm kind of surprised by this. Kind of surprised by this move here by Mike Davis. Let's see how it turns out for him. Let's see maybe if he ices himself or kind of takes himself out of rhythm. Definitely a strange move. Kind of surprised by that. You can kind of see Adam over there looking at it. I guess Adam went ahead and gave it to him while he's gone. Okay, so Adam didn't feel like waiting. Mike's going to come back to a very good surprise. If I'm Adam, I'll probably let him shoot that. I'm not going to lie. I want to see if he took himself out of rhythm there. Maybe Adam's getting a little frustrated that he hasn't really had any shots this match either. Of course, it is Adam's break too, so maybe Adam's just in a hurry to get to the table to try to break and run. Still needs to wait for Mike to get back there to move his cue. Maybe Adam's going to break from the left side this next time. Going to really change it up here. Definitely surprised. Both of these moves right here surprised me. The fact that Mike takes a timeout and the fact that Adam just gives him the balls. Very, very surprising. I don't really quite understand Had to ask Mike kind of what this was about here. Ask him, hey man, are you feeling bad? Something wrong? Like what happened there? And Mike's back now, probably thinking to himself like, wow, I can't believe he gave me those two balls. But either way, it's 3-1 Mike now. Adam's break, race to 5. So once again, Adam does make a ball. I don't like how those balls spread though. Doesn't really have a shot on the one. Let's see if he decides to jump it or if he decides to push. I think he's going to try to jump this. He is a very good jumper. I've never really seen Adam play too much, but from what I have seen, he is very good at jumping. Let's see here. Kind of a very key shot right here. I mean, if he makes this, that'd be pretty big. Oh, just kind of rattled it. Man, he did hit that good, though. I told you he's very good at jumping. I've come to learn that. I have not seen him play too much, just a handful of times, but I can tell you he's very good at the jump cue. All right, so Mike at the table here. Kind of a tough shot on the one. What makes it really tough is holding shape for the 3. That's really what kind of makes this a tough shot. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he plays safe. He has played kind of cautious so far in this match. Of course, now with a 3-1 lead and a race to 5, maybe you can be a little more aggressive, maybe, knowing that, he's going to, no matter what happens to this rack, he breaks next. See, he does go for it. Does avoid the non-ball. Does bump into the 6, but great shot. Can't really ask for much better shape than that on the 3 ball. And Mike's been playing pretty good this match, so would not surprise me if he can get out from here. See how he plays shape here on the 4. The 5 ball could be a little tricky. Of course, maybe if you get here on the left side, you could play the 5-9 combo, which we really haven't seen that much of today. So he plays 2-rail shape on the 4. If he cannot, yeah, he's going to be jacked up a little bit on the 6 ball, maybe. I mean, the 6 is definitely going to bother him a little bit. It doesn't look like it's really jacked. Nah, that's definitely, he's jacked up a little bit. Great shot. Okay, didn't get to the left side for the 5-9 combo. Maybe he banks the 5 here. Wouldn't surprise me. Looks like he's starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. Looks like he's feeling good. Once again, he's gonna bank this ball. He's gonna bank this, trying to see where the cue ball is gonna go to have shape on the 6. He's definitely banking this ball, or going to attempt to. Ooh, did not make it. Oh, did he get a roll? I think he hooked him. I do think he hooked him. Yeah, he definitely hooked him, because you can see Adam down there does not look too happy. That's an unfortunate roll for him. Let's see if he tries to masse this or try to, spin it. He needs something good to happen here. So did try to spin it off the rail, I believe. Left Mike a tough shot. Mike can see the ball. Very tough shot, though. This looks like it's got safety written all over it, especially the way that Mike's been playing. This does not look to me like a shot that Mike would go for. Not the way he's playing this match so far, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see what he does. See if he just tries to cross bank it and bring the cue ball back down there where he's at. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He's going to hit it pretty good, leave the 5 in the middle of the rail, and leave the cue ball just off the rail. Now, Adam could bank this ball in. He could bank this ball in, or he could attempt to play safe, just kind of thin it, bring the cue ball back down there again. Maybe try to get the cue ball behind the 8 or the 9. I mean, he plays a little aggressive, so it wouldn't surprise me if he tries to bank this ball. I think he's going to try to bank it. No, he's playing safe. He decided to play it a little differently, though, bringing the 5 ball down. Not going to get safe, though. See, I would have tried to offend it the other way and brought the cue ball back down there. Of course, as always, there's a reason why I'm back here, and they're out there. Mike's going to stand up there. I think maybe he was a little distracted there by people walking by. All right, great shot there by Mike. Hit it perfect speed for the 6 in the side. Kind of just tap, tap, tap from here, really. Just kind of connect the dots. Nothing too fancy here, nothing too crazy. Just kind of do your thing from here, really. Don't have to try to do too much. Just kind of maybe just stop the ball, maybe roll forward a tiny bit. Yeah, he rolls forward to bounce off the rail. Looks like he might be waiting on BJ to shoot on the table to the left. As we saw BJ with an incredible match earlier, him and Jesus. That's probably the match of the day so far. A hill thriller. All right, so Mike just kind of rolls this ball 2 rails, gets almost perfect on the 9, a little tiny bit of an angle. Mike calls the corner pocket, and he's 1 ball away from getting on the hill. He does make it 4-1 Mike. Mike's break coming up. And always my favorite thing to see. Break and run on the hill. Let's see if he can pull it off. Mike's definitely played good in this match. Gotten a lucky roll, maybe. Adam just really hasn't had anything. This is one of those matches where you look at it, you say, Adam, you didn't play bad. Nothing to be ashamed of. You just never really had a chance. Of course, we've seen some strange things today, so this match could be far from over. Adam could come back and win. I'm not ruling it out, not at all. Not with a great player like him, and also not with how we've seen things go today. Remember, Mike had, was it a 3-0 lead against Hunter? And ended up losing, so you never know what could happen here. BJ was up, 5-0 on Jesus and lost. We've seen some crazy comebacks. All right, so Mike breaks, pretty solid break, makes a ball, makes 2 balls, has a shot on the 1. He's got the break figured out on this table. I mean, this is a great layout right here. Possibly the only problem could be going from the 5 to the 6, if you want to consider that a problem. If you want to look that far ahead, I think he just kind of does a stop shot here on the 1, leaves himself a little angle on the 2. Exactly. He even drew the cue ball back a tiny bit, a couple inches there. Now you just kind of draw the cue ball back again, leave a little angle on the 3. I mean, this is almost routine here. This is probably a layout that he's actually practiced. There we go. Perfect. Leave a little bit of an angle. Kind of stun this ball back off the rail to the center of the table for the 4. Just like that. Leave a little bit, pretty much the same angle on the 4. And he probably wants the cue ball back to the same spot that he's in right now, would be my guess, for the 5. And I'm telling you right now, this has got to be layouts that he has practiced. This has got to be shots that he's just done a million times. Didn't quite, almost got the cue ball back to the same spot, just like I predicted. Let's see if he just draws the ball back out to the other side, or let's see if he goes forward with it. You could go forward with it. I think he draws it, though, kind of draws it, stuns it over across the table. No, he does go forward with it. Look at that. Does go forward with it. Going to get almost straight in. Just that little bit of an angle so you can kind of get the cue ball off the rail for the 9 ball. Make it a little easier. Let's see if he can make this ball. He just slowly rolled it in, perfect speed. Little angle on the non, calls the non in the right corner. We might have a winner here, ladies and gentlemen. And Mike fires it in, and Mike wins 5-1. Mike Davis into the final 8. Adam Pendley with a 9th through 12th finish. Great match, gentlemen. Mike definitely played very well here in the pool series at Smokin Cue, sponsored by Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Thank you all so much. We'll see you again for the next match.